Hello and welcome to Phuket News TV. Today is a very special anniversary. It's the 10th anniversary of the Indian Ocean Tsunami. It was here in Phuket along the Andaman coast exactly 10 years ago that one of the most catastrophic events to hit this little island happened. You can imagine a day 10 years ago just like this, early in the morning, people enjoying some early morning sunshine, a bit of jet skiing, a bit of massage and sunbathing. And then around about this time, exactly 10 years ago, people looked out to the sea as the sea receded. And shortly after, something truly catastrophic happened.
Ça fout les jetons d'air. Rentrez vite! Énorme cette vague là! Venez, venez! Ça c'est de la marée. Regarde les voitures.
Today was a ceremony in remembrance of 10 years ago, the tsunami event that took place here. There will be several different religious offerings, both by Buddhists, Islam, Christian, and a speech by some of the local government officials. Thereafter will be followed by a reef laying ceremony presented to each and every one of the countries that had lost some of their citizens during this tragic event 10 years ago.
Brad, why is this commemorative ceremony here?
Well, this is called the Maikau Cemetery, and the wall behind us represents a wall that was here at the time, and this is where the international effort for identifying the remains of the more than 5,000 bodies from the tsunami was centered. It was again an international effort where hundreds of forensic people were here for years after the tsunami, trying to identify the bodies, and so this is a symbolic location. And then later, this permanent wall was built with, Pat had said, the 45 flags representing each country that had lost citizens in the Asian tsunami of 2004.
We get the surfer and the normal people is come here, and then we just paddle out to make the surf circle. Yeah, and then we keep quiet, and then memory to all the people who die 1 minute, and then we just spray the water and then give the flower to them. Yeah.
Why is it important to commemorate this event?
You know, this thing is never happened with us before, and then what I tell you before is like we still remember. On that day, it's like many people screaming, running, see the dead body, and then what the best what we do every year, we come here to the beach, get down to the water, yeah. And then just remind on that day. Yep.
Well, the sun goes down on Patong Beach on this 10th anniversary commemorations of the 2004 Indian Ocean Tsunami. And Loma Park tonight's going to come alive with a concert called Light Up Phuket. Then a little bit later there's going to be some very beautiful commemorations on the beach as people light candles on some beautifully built sandcastles.
Well, we were of course heavily moved when this happened in 2004, excuse me. And then we were very lucky to not be here in 2004. And that was pure luck because we had arranged the trip and we needed to cancel the trip November 2004. So we were almost here. And of course we have a little bit of bad conscience for those people, poor people, took our place. It's difficult to express.
Many things happen after 10 years. Many improvement because of the loss of their life. We remember what we did 10 years ago. So right now we want to make sure that everybody come to Phuket. They are safe with the early warning system, with every improvement we have.
Well, I was in Thailand, in Bangkok actually at the time of the tsunami, and then spent a couple of months after the tsunami just helping with the aid relief. So I felt some connection, and many people ask about the tsunami and what happened. So with it being an important milestone, I felt it was something that we should go and revisit and find some stories which were relevant and that we could learn from, because I don't think it's just a case of commemorating this event. There are also important lessons that we should take from it. So that was the impetus, I suppose, that started the whole thing. There were many people who came here, many organisations that came down afterwards, and a lot of people had very good intentions. And of course there was a lot of money coming into it, but there was a lack of communication amongst some of these organisations, so there was quite a lot of wastage because it seemed like these organisations had their own agenda and didn't communicate properly with other people. So some people might get 2 long tailboats, for example, and end up selling one of them. And then there were other religious organisations that were obviously using it as an opportunity to convert people. So, what I saw, I think what I brought out of it was that there were many people who had the intentions and were doing a lot of good, but it also brought out the worst in certain people as well.
So we come to the end of our journey today as Phuket commemorates the 10th anniversary of the Indian Ocean Tsunami. People are still watching the documentary, and we hope to bring you that in more detail sometime in the future on Phuket News TV. Thanks for joining us, and on behalf of everybody at Class Act Media, Happy New Year.